We're in the blue. Aloha, good morning. We're here live on the deck on Maui this morning to share our practice with you. We're super grateful. So we're tuning into a new island and a new vibration. Just working through change and all of the life that's happening around and within us, and bringing that offering of willingness, bringing an offering of patience, and bringing our focus onto our breath, and trusting our breath as our guide as we go into the practices, as we open up this, the book of yoga. It lives inside of us. So we open up the book each day and begin a new chapter. So we're grateful to be tuning in this way and sharing this practice and these practices together and with you. So let's go ahead and get started to a comfortable seat. Long spine. Bring some lift into the chest and some relaxation into the shoulders. And our attention onto our breath. Eyes are closed. I'm just meeting the breath. Allow eyes to come open. We're going to start this morning with a round of Kapalabhati breath. We'll go right to it. So take an inhaling breath, and on the exhale, forceful exhalations through the nose. Exhale, 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 exhale. Continue in this pace. Exhale. Exhale, 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 all the breath. Inhale. Kumbha, breath retentions, lift the heart, drop the chin, engage the perineum, holding breath in, prana in. Slowly as you're ready, release the breath, release the locks. Do another round of Kumbha, breath retentions. Breathing in. Holding breath. And release. Allowing eyes to come open. We'll go to yoga for the eyes, keeping the head still. We can inhale. And the exhale, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another inhale. Exhaling breath, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Another inhale. The exhale, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Another inhale. The exhale, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Instead of stretching the eyes, we're going to focus the eyes. Tratakam. Arm shoulder height. Pointer finger facing to the sky. Gazing beyond momentarily. And then pull the focus to the finger, no blinking. Fingertip to the nose. Moving slowly. And extend. Gaze beyond. focus to the finger, to the nose, and extend. Gazing beyond. One last time, Tratakam. And release the hand. Let's bring the palms together. Shake them out. Feel it. Get some heat in. And then palming of the eyes. Right palm, right eye, left palm, left eye. No light coming in. Take a big breath in through the nostrils and let it go. Release the hands from the face, interlace fingers, press the palms away. And all the way overhead. Elbows are straight. Chin is parallel. Side body lifting. Breath is slow. Ujjayi, ocean breathing. Release the arms in front. Right hand over left. Turn the palms down, interlace fingers. Going in, up, and over. And let's switch. Left goes over right. Interlacing. So yoga for the hands and fingers and shoulders. To your degree of flexibility, continuing to breathe. Beautiful. Let's release. Get the legs out in front. Oh, it feels so good to be outside. Sitting down, sit bones, legs extend. Staff pose. What did you call it the other day? The upright. This upright. Dandasana. It's like stick pose. The English. It has a great English. I never heard that before. Stick pose. We'll try that. And then we'll start with our toe cranks. We're going to squeeze the toes and release. 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Release. So right over left. Yoga for the toes. 1 toe is amazing. Get the second toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, 5th toe. Notice where it's sticky. My 3rd toe is real hard to find. So see if you can kind of set and reset and breathe and then squeeze. Alright, and release. Other side. Left over right. 1 toe, 2 toes, 3 toes. Maybe if you can only do 1 pose in a day, this is the one. We got to get in the direction of moving those toes around. See where you land on your toes. Try to get the big toe. Squeeze. Yeah. And release. We'll go to ankles. Forward for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. It's coming up to the knees now. Sit bones are down, breastbone lifts, grabbing opposite elbows. We'll go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the prana starts to come through. You warm up. You better get ready. So clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. So come to the front, move into the quads, heel in on the right, left leg back, toes go flat. You can move the calf a little bit, sit down, So just as warming up, then it's like encountering like areas where you go, okay, slowly in. Stay with breath. Elbows, maybe the top of the head. Keep the front knee down. Back to elbows, all the way up. And switch, right side and left side, balancing the hemispheres of the body. So opening up, sitting slowly back to your degree of flexibility, and breathing. Stay in and out through the nostrils. You can do a sigh, chill at your elbows. Or you can lay all the way down with the arms overhead. Quad stretch. All right, back to elbows. And then we're going to come all the way up. So, grateful to be standing here in the sun. The Syria rising now. We're seeing it come up on Haleakala right now. Beautiful, beautiful morning. So we're grateful for our relationship to the sun. Visualize a beautiful experience that you've had with the sun. Cultivate the personal relationship. We do Surya Namaskar. It's 12 poses. Let's take an inhale, eyes come open. Exhale, hands come to heart level. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. First stretch of the morning. Take your time. Hands can come in line with the big toes. They can come to the fronts of the legs. Perhaps you can press your palms to the floor, the mat. Breath is long and slow. Backs of the knees are pushing evenly. Tailbone lifts to the sky. Alright, let's bend the knees. We can get the left leg back. Left knee down. We're operating on a different surface this morning, so pressing the knee down. Pressing the knee into the center, front knee. Arms back, Ashwashan Shalanasana. Fingers peel, chest opens, gaze to the sky. Breath, not strained. Back off if we need to find a place where we can continue to open. And then coming forward, placing the hands, turning top toes, mountain pose. Yogis in the Himalayas call this Parvokanasana, mountain pose. Fingertips are pressing, arms shoulder distance apart, heels hip distance, with heels pressing into the mat. Tailbone is lifting, space in the rib cage. Slowly on exhaling breath, we're going to drop the knees, chest and chin, send the heart right between the thumbs, elbows close to the body. And then we'll inhale, press the hips, point the toes, and come all the way onto our elbows. We can stay too long there in our chaturanga. Again, on the surface, point the toes, lift the heart, look up. Place the hands, come back into mountain pose. Focus on the breath here. Inhale. On the exhaling breath, we'll audibly exhale all the breath. Then we're going to work into our belly. We'll try up downs with our belly button. All the breath is out. Begin up, down, up, down. and release. Continue back to Ujjayi breath. Take a full inhale. Take a full exhale. Let's get the left foot forward. Right knee down. Arms back, chest up, look up. Equestrian pose. Continuing to breathe to your degree of flexibility. Placing the hands in front, right foot comes to meet the left. Forward fold. Legs come long. Chest goes forward, head hangs heavy towards the shins. Pressing palms, lifting tail. Let's press the feet, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart level, release the arms. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Moving breath together with movement. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, right knee down, inhale. Place the hands, turn the top toes, exhaling breath, mountain pose. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Ashtanga Namaskar, and then inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, Ashwashan Shavanasana. Place the hands, exhaling breath, left foot forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands back to heart level. Release the arms. Visualizing now our connection to the lunar element, the moon. All she does to affect the tides, the waters of our body. Do Chandra Namaskar is taming the mental energies. Teacher says it's learning how to make the mind our best friend. Chandra Namaskar. 12 poses, moving only 4th and 9th poses. Take an inhale. Exhaling breath, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, arms coming overhead. You go into a steeple, palms pressed, maybe arms apart. Get the left hip coming forward, lift the chest, gaze up, crescent moon. Place the hands, flip the right leg back, mountain pose. Tailbone lifts. Pressing evenly into both hands. Pressing evenly into both feet. Exhaling breath, knees, chest, and chin down towards the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, mountain pose. Left foot forward. Right knee down, crescent moon on the other side. Listening to your body as the pose begins to open. Right hip forward, left knee in. Chest is up, arms are back, crescent moon. Place the hands, right foot forward. Exhaling breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the side. We'll do Chandra Namaskar on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Right knee down. Inhale, arms overhead. Crescent moon. Place the hands. Exhale, mountain pose. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, mountain. Right foot forward. Left knee down, arms overhead. Crescent moon. Place the hands. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms. Do a check-in. Notice your breath. The movement of prana, the beat in your heart. Feel prana on your fingers and toes and at the skull. Grateful, grateful for this movement of prana. Let's begin with our first pose, Uttanasana, chair pose, arms overhead. Gaze is up, chin is parallel. Take an inhale. Exhale, sit back like we're going in a chair. Bring the weight out of the toes, evenly into the feet, heels down. Elbows are straight, gazing up. The heart, you can lift the toes off the mat. Chair pose. And then inhale, let's come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. We'll do Dvikasana. Double angle pose, feet are together. Palms pressed down and away. Inhale. Exhale, fold. This would be a fun one to choreograph where we like went the opposite direction. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Do twisted chair, hands together, heart level. Inhale. Exhale, down into your chair, left elbow over the right thigh. Hook it around the end, turn the head and neck, knees together, feet together. Open the chest, open the chin. Turn the head, you can open the hands. Look down to place the left hand and then lifting the right arm to the sky. You can go to your bind, releasing the right hand to the low back. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, exhale. We'll do same thing other side. Twisted chair, inhale. Exhale, sit down, get the right arm over, elbow hooks to thigh, head and neck turn. Belly goes across. And then look down if you need to place the right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. You can go for your bind if you'd like. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, back up. Exhale, heart level. Release the palms. We'll do table position, arms overhead. Take an inhale, get long. Exhale, fold, hinge from the hips to make like a 90-degree angle. Extending the arms, look down about 4 feet in front of you. Bring the weight slightly out of the heels. Flat back. Firm belly. Hold for 3, 2, 1. We'll go hands to heart level. Bend both knees. Right leg up and back. Press the heel away. If you're able, extend the arms out in front. line of energy from rear heel up through fingertips. Once again, elbows are straight, gazing down. For 3, 2, 1, we'll go hands heart level. Release the left hand out in front, about a foot in front and a little bit wide. So take your time. We're going to stack the knees, start to straighten that left leg. You can bring the right hand onto the hip, or you can bring the right hand all the way to the sky. Use that to start to change your gaze over to the right side wall. Perhaps all the way up to the ceiling or sky. Beautiful half moon. Beautiful. And then if you'd like to bend that right foot, see if you can grab on, straighten the left leg. Once again, look up. You can open the shoulder by kicking the foot. You can look up into that shoulder. Woo! Breathing. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Yeah, and then come back up. Shake it out if you like. Do the same thing on the other side. Standing tall, hands together at heart level. Energy into the right leg now, left leg's coming up. Coming forward, balance pose on the other side. Extending the arms out in front. You can always keep them where they're at or put them to your sides. Otherwise, activating arms in front, heel behind. 3, 2, 1. We'll go hands heart level, right arm down. Out in front about a foot and a little wide. You can bring the left hand to the left hip. And kind of stack the hips, point the heel away. Left arm coming up, perhaps turning head all the way to side wall or overhead. You can bend the knee, grab the foot, straighten the right leg, and then kick the left foot for 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo! Yeah, shake it out. It's about as deep as I've been able to ever teach that one. Whew. Shake the hips. Do a little hula. Alright. Feels good. Hip distance apart. Swing tree. We'll get our side bodies in. It's going to feel good. Right hand over left. Inhale. Exhale. Left hip goes out. Right shoulder slightly forward. Gaze up towards that left armpit, and then use the right hand to pull the left side body, lengthen it. For 3, 2, 1, and switch. Left grabs the right. I really did this action before in my practice, this one, and let's go other side. But the pulling element is real. Press that right hip away. Left shoulder forward, and then gazing towards the right, and then that left hand, it's got just a little bit of a extend the fascia, and then inhale, come all the way up. Yeah. Coming to the floor, feet 5 inches apart. I like to come in here. Terra likes to come in from overhead. Charu sometimes just brings us through. Any way you like, come forward into your forward fold. Yogi's choice on the way down. But we're warm now, so you can put hands under feet. It's amazing. The body is actually different from when we began. About a half hour into practice, we've transformed completely every cell in our body. First the feet, to the hands, lift the tail, you can bend the elbows if you'd like. You can put the hand behind the calves if you need. Let's release. These fingers grab big toes, extend the butt forward, extend the chest forward, look up, all the way towards the front wall. Cervical spine stretching for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's walk feet mat distance. I don't do it very often anymore, but I love this pose. Shakshini Mudra. I'm gonna go sideways. Just to maybe try a little bit. So bend the knees, drop the head out. Arms come from outside the thighs and underneath the calves. Head comes like you're looking back up towards your belly button. And then use your hand, try and grab behind the ears. You gotta grab the chin, that's fine, or just let the hands rest. Now straighten the legs. Push the knees, lift the tail. Shakashuni Mudra for 3, 2, 1, and release. And then now we will walk back. Mountain pose. Yeah. Let's walk it out. Bend the right knee. Point the left heel down. And switch. Bend the left knee. Press the right heel down. Press both heels down. Tailbone up. Right heel down, left leg's coming up. Inhale, lift that heel higher. And then exhale, we'll come forward. Left foot down, right foot turns in, just a couple, 10, 20 degrees. Right hip's coming forward, sinking down to the hips, perhaps all the way. Arms coming to parallel. Arms coming together to prayer, and then overhead, steeple, apart. Go with what your shoulders give you. Get into the hips. Get into the belly rotation, the rib cage rotation, and that right shoulder coming forward as the left comes back. There should be a rotation all the way up through the body. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1, and then we'll switch. Lengthen the back foot a little bit. You're going to move one foot, keep it the back one, and then open it up a little bit. Start to get that right hip open, arms come up, parallel to the floor. You can activate the back side of the body and the front side of the body, both legs. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2 position. For 3, 2, 1, and arms forward. Fearless warrior. Pinky toe edge of the back foot is active. Heart's lifted, body shapes a diagonal. Fearless warrior. 3, 2, 1. Left hand to floor. Right hand up. Open the chest. Open the head and neck. For 3, 2, 1. Go to your bind or the feeling of it. Open the heart. Heart comes to the sky. For 3, 2, 1, release, back knees, comes down, open up the left foot, Kondinyasa, arm balancing, left tricep, inner left thigh, right elbow comes in, bend both elbows, and then see, perhaps, we can straighten both legs, and we'll split energy on it. For 3, 2, 1, and release. And then find your most comfortable child's pose. Knees a little wide, sit on the heels, rest the forehead. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Resting the forehead is a integration, it's a meditation. It feels nice to rest the head. Inhale, you're going to come up slowly, come to do the other side. Take your time, we'll come to meet in mountain pose. This time the left foot goes down, left heel goes down, right leg up to the sky. So left elbow is straight, left heel is down. Right Heel up, inhale. Exhale, right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1 position. Sink to the hips, hands to heart level and overhead. To your degree of flexibility, left hip forward, left ribs forward, left shoulder forward. Smile on the face for 3, 2, 1. Vira 2, warrior 2. Sink a little bit. Activate the hands and fingers. Smile on the face for 3, 2, 1. Fearless warrior. Activate the back edge of that pinky toe. Activate your heart. Lift it up off the thigh. Extend the arms. Fearless warrior for 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the floor. Left hand up. Turn the heart open. Head to the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Open it up. Lift the heart up to the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Place the hands. Drop the back knee, Kondinyasa. Hands come like a push-up. This is a little bit like the table. So as you gotta bend the elbows and try and hook the backs of those bones in our biceps. I'm gonna rest on those. Lifting, pointing toes perhaps, or just resting. Come up, play back and forward for 3, 2, 1. Release. Back to the child's pose. Feel the beating of the heart. Beautiful sign of life. Feel those beautiful lungs, the lower lobes, the middle lobes, and the upper lobes ventilating. Beautiful connection between lungs and heart. Grateful for the lungs, grateful for the heart. Come up. Come to meet in mountain pose. Keep the right heel down, left leg's coming to the sky this time, bending the knee, opening the hip, gazing underneath left armpit towards the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Left knee forward to the left wrist in preparation for pigeon. Walk the back knee back, key to the pigeon. Back knee. Claw the hands. Walk them back in line with the hips. Oh, it feels good. Sink. Stay soft in the hips, but like supple in all the energetic points touching the floor. So front shin stays active. It helps us lift even as we're opening. And slowly, right hand's going to walk across to the left knee, maybe in front. To your degree, we'll release the left hand to the right thigh. Twisted pigeon. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. To your degree of flexibility here, maybe you'd like to deepen the pose a little bit by opening that front foot. And when you're ready, lift and then surrender. Forward. You can rest the forehead, you can rest at the elbows. Both hips are sinking evenly into the floor. So make micro movements to explore that balance. Breathing and sighing are beautiful. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you so much. You beautiful body. Alright, let's inhale, come up. We'll go back to mountain. You can do a little X and O if you want with this left. And then sit it back down. Left heel down. Right leg up. Right knee bends. Open the hip. Straighten both elbows. Press the left heel down for 3. Gaze to the sky. 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee, right wrist. Other side. Walk the hands back as close to the hips as possible. Lift the chest. Gaze up to the sky. It's a proud pigeon. For 3, 2, smile on the face, and 1, twisted pigeon. Left hand across the center line to the knee or in front. Right hand to the left leg. Gaze over your right shoulder towards the back corner of your mat. For 3, 2, 1, and then once again reset yourself for maximum enjoyment and depth in the pose. Lift up and come forward. Evenly into both heels. Hips. Then you can push the back foot down a little bit. It'll reset the left hip. You can push the front shin down. It might reset the right hip a little bit. And then long spine, head rests. Thank you, bye. Inhale, come up. Back to mountain pose. You can X and O if you'd like. Come to walk into the middle of our mat. We'll go right to our squat. Feet a little greater than hip distance if you need. And maybe the heels are up, but work at this. Probably one of the most important poses that we do, and something you can really take off a mat, is the squat. Because you're working and you just need a minute and you got nowhere good to do it. Just, you don't even need to touch the ground this way. So take this pose off the mat with you. Hands to heart level. We're loving on the squat right now. With the heart, left hand forward, right hand to the sky. Oh yeah. Lift. And then switch. Go other direction. Right hand down, left hand up. Yes. Opening the heart. Lifting. For 3, 2, 1. And release. We'll do some hand balancing. Hands are hip distance apart, shoulder distance apart. Press the knees. This is that same kind of ledge that I'm talking about in Kondinyasa. That bone, get the bone-to-bone contact, and then it's a lot easier to stack. And then you can play with your toes. Maybe just slowly watch that head. It's going to come down. We're not even going to do it. You want to try headstand maybe? Go head down if you want. Otherwise, if you're feeling strong, you go one leg crow. Yeah. The other way. A is for attempt. Okay, so safely and with a laughter kind of mentality sometimes. So we'd be a little bit exploratory and also very soft. So that we stumble and we laugh and we can kind of stay in a light heart. It helps to lift our spirit when we're trying different things. So let's everybody come slowly back down. Let's try, we're going to come and we'll do shoulder stand and some variations. Let's do that for everybody now. Which way you want to face? Then you go that way. Tara's going to turn so you guys get 2 angles on shoulder stands. So lay down, bring the knees into the chest. I'm going to come a little closer. Knees to chest, elbows down, and then press the hands in. Start to lift the spine up. Hands come to the low back. and then you can extend the legs in front. If it's more like a V, because that's where your pose is, you just call it half shoulder stand, no problem. Slowly start to walk your hands up, and then get your legs up. Gaze between your big toes. That's what Charlie teaches us. It's a concentration point. Head and neck stay still. Let's hold this for 3. Breathing. 2. Yeah. And then 1. Now let's see if we can play with Haleakala plow. Our legs are going to come forward. Tara's toes probably touch. Mine do not. Extend the heels either way. Chin comes in the direction of the chest. Hands can stay on the low back, or they can release and press down towards the earth. If you want to try and bring one foot to the floor and press the opposite heel, you can try that for 3, 2, 1, and switch. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel for 3, 2, 1, and switch. This time both heels, press it, activate for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's go hands back to the low back. And then slowly, actually let's go hands to the earth. We're going to come all the way down, back down to the earth. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Find your way down. Yeah, beautiful. And then let's go knees into chests momentarily. And we'll try fish pose from here. So lay yourself long, come all the way down. All right, I'm up with the planner, but that's okay. I'm a Maui. I'm like a fish. Get the arms close to the body. Point the toes. I am totally just turned into a fish man. Okay? Lift your chest, drop your head. Point your toes. Lower set of teeth. Here come the gills. I'm going to swim right out there, guys. I'll see you later. Slowly come down, shake the head from side to side. What do we got? Let's do a back bend. Heels into the butt. Setu Bandhasan bridge. Press the hands down. We're coming through, ladies and gentlemen. We are warm. Press the hips up. You are ready for your back bend. Are you ready? Come on, go. Do it. Press your arms underneath you. Go a little further than you have before. Engage those arms below. Lift up for 3, 2, 1. If you want to go to Chakrasana, now's your moment. We are ready. Release the hands, fingertips to shoulders. Press the palms, top of the head if you need. Bring it all the way up. Walk the feet into the heels. You can lift the heels. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and coming down. Extend the legs. Release the palms. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Another one. Inhaling. Slowing down the beating of the heart. Let's go arms overhead. Reach the right hand's right foot, squeeze, reach. Left hand, left foot, squeeze, reach. Both hands, both feet, squeeze, reach. Maybe alternate, squeeze. And then inhale. Exhale, come on all the way up. Coming up. Woo! All right, feels good. I'm in the sun. There's in the shade. That's how we do it over here. Press the heels away. You better believe it. Start with Dandasana, stick pose, arms up overhead, inhale, exhale, hinge and fold. This one I really, on the fuller fold, I like to get the arms overhead on this one. All right, hands to feet again, perhaps, maybe big toes, maybe front of the thighs, or shins. Either way, belly forward, forehead in the direction of the shins. Visualize perhaps a project or something that you're ready to take a big step forward on. And see yourself just believing and feeling with every cell in your body that you're going forward. It's a forward fold. Let this launch us. It could be something simple. It should be something beautiful to you. See yourself going forward. Inhale energy in, exhale. Relax and release a little further. Let's hold it, that focus for a few more breaths. And then let's release. Exhale, come all the way up. We'll do twisting, spinal twists. Feet come hip distance apart. Right hand past the line of symmetry in the back. You come to the back elbow. Look over the right shoulder that way. Beautiful. Left hand goes over. Eventually, left hand starts to walk over here, opposite side of the body. Keep the toes pointing up for 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch. Up, out, over. We're having fun. Twist it out. Toes up. Beautiful. Right hand walks. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Untwist. Do boat pose, Navasana. Come to the butt. Extend the legs. Lift the heart. Arms in front. Gaze right between the big toes. For 3, 2, 1. And Kapalabhati breath. Release. See if you can grab the big toes. Peace fingers, big toes. Extend the legs up. Yeah, and then we can go wide, little wide leg. Woo! And then back in. And then see if you can bring the forehead to the shins. Just try with the spirit of trying. Yeah. For 3, 2, 1. Spin around 180 degrees. Shavasana, corpse pose. Can release the hair bun, cover the eyes. Turn the palms to face up at your sides. Yeah, I'm going to get myself in the shade here a little bit. Beautiful. Let's do some active relaxation. Lift the right leg, point the right toes, hold and squeeze, and flop the leg. Lift the left leg, point the left toes, squeeze, flop the left leg. Squeeze the buttocks, take the belly button down towards the earth as you pull the belly up, or pull the butt up, release. Let the hips go, soften that area. Take a big breath in, inhale, lift the ribs up, 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 and then exhale all the breath. Let it all the way go. Beautiful. Take a fist with the right hand, lift the right arm, squeeze, flop the right arm. Left fist, left arm, squeeze, flop the left arm. Lengthen the back of the cervical spine, but keep the skull on the ground, chin towards the chest. Lengthening and relax. Turn the head and neck from side to side and back to center. And open the mouth wide, wide, wide. Stick the tongue out. Let the breath go. Yeah. Let go. And then squeeze the muscles of the face, eyebrows, eyelids, temples. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax. Smooth face. Soften every muscle in your face. Take the attention to the breath at the nostrils. Become the observer. Take the attention to your breath at the navel. Belly rise and belly fall. Simply watch the navel rise and fall. Let's count together the breath backwards from 10. Navel rise at 10. Navel falls at 10. Navel rise at 9. Navel falls at 9. Your breath, your count. All the way to 1. Stay with the count. As you're ready, you can surrender the breath, surrender the count, just drift. You can become aware of sounds in your atmosphere. Sounds that are nearby, sounds that are far away. Relaxing even further now. Bring our attention to our breath and breathing once again. This time activating, waking up the breath in the belly. Deep in inhalations, exhalations. Let movement come in if you're ready. Fingers and toes, head and nose. Reach or stretch in any way that's comfortable for you. Just wake up over to your side, sideline position. Relax over there for a moment. Notice that quiet breath. Gratitude for the breath. Become enamored with the whole process. Fall in love with it. This source of life. Using the strength of hands, let's come all the way up. Comfortable seat, we will close. Long spine. Heart lifts, eyes closed. Center your attention at the brow, third eye chakra. Notice any colors or light, sensations, depth of being. Just rest in that space of integration. Trust it as a place you can return to. It's a relationship with your innermost being. Hands together at heart level, gesturing forward in appreciation for breath, for one another's presence, and these sacred practices. Closing customarily, namaste. Mahalo, namaste, aloha, thank you. Live Yoga channel in the books, live on Maui. This was really fun, and we're excited about bringing this vision of sharing yoga live from different places and spaces. So we're grateful to share this practice with you. Subscribe, hit the buttons, the notifications. You know the drills on this platform. We're learning the drills on the inner platform. So come to the YouTube to continue to practice with us. We're grateful. Have a lovely day. Aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you.